Hi, thanks for coming back to my little crafty secret. For this project share, I am sharing most of the folios that I have made. As you guys know, I am really loving these folios that Maymay Made It has made. Maymay from Maymay Made It has made. And I have actually given a couple away, so I don't have those to share. I put photos in it and I had some journaling spots. You know, the recipient totally loved it. And I do have one at the end here that I want to share with you and how I actually used mine. The faces will be covered up, but you'll get the gist. So let's get into it. So before I go into these, I still have 3 that I still have to cover. And unfortunately, some of these, and I'll show you which one it was, when I was making them, I wasn't really paying attention to how I actually put it together, and I'll give you more information on that in a bit. But for these, yeah, I've had this in my stash for a while. All my papers, I've had it in my stash for a while. And this was like, I think it was like a Bahama Mama. I think that was the paper pad, and I forgot who it was by. But look how beautiful that is. That's gorgeous. So I have this 110 cardstock in pink and blue. And I bought it for a specific reason, and I only used just a few sheets of paper. And the reason why I bought so many was because it was a better deal per sheet. But now I have a lot to deal with. So, but now I get to use them for folios. So this is from the paper pad, the same paper pad that I made for the previous fall theme folio. This is so gorgeous. Ah, so pretty. Not gorgeous. I love it. And this is more paper that I fell in love with and I haven't used. And this came from a 12 by 12 sheet. It had some more florals on the top, but I wanted to have this sentiment here. That's so nice. So pretty. Gorgeous. So nice. Now this was a little strip, the very end of this page, and I don't know, it looks kind of funky having it glued here, but I like how the image was finished. So yeah, that's cool. Very pretty. Yeah. When I have these images on the 12 by 12 or words, whatever, I place them where I think they may look nice. And then I like it to be continuous, so that's why you see kind of this layout here. Okay, so I want to show you a couple of things. So let me look at this one, this very last one, this teal colored one. This one I scored. I don't know what I did, but I scored incorrectly, and it's a little larger. And oh, you know what I think it was? I think maybe when I was gluing it down, I didn't glue it all the way flush. So it was a little larger. It's not a big deal. I'm able to accommodate it because I am using 6 by 6 paper. But see how this is? I put this in incorrectly, and I ended up having to put the folded sheet in half. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the last page in the tutorial where you just take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you fold it in half, and you can have these flips. And I just didn't do it correctly, so I had to put it at the end because it made the most sense there. But you know what? It's fine. You know, when someone gets this, they're gonna look at this and not say, "Oh, you didn't follow the directions to the T." They're gonna say, "Wow, this is so cool. This is so beautiful. Thank you." I love it. That's so pretty. This paper is really pretty. And this came from a paper pad that was 180 sheets, the really thin paper. So I can tell a difference. This is the same type of paper. This is a thicker cardstock. And yeah, I can definitely tell a difference. It's just like, this is even thicker than that, it feels like. But yeah, it's a little floppier. But you know, once you put the photos in there and the little cardstock pieces to put your journaling pieces, it's going to be fine. Okay, so this is my folio. I filled it up, and I shared this one already shared with you on a previous video. But I'm gonna open this up. I have some pieces here that I'm gonna be using just to conceal the people in this folio. You know, some of my kids, my father, my mom, and you know, they're young, and I don't want my kids' faces all over the internet, and I'm sure you understand. So let me take care of that, and I'll come right back. Okay. So, ta-da! This is so pretty. I really like how it came out. I have two matte pieces here. All I did was cut this cardstock, the same cardstock, into 4 pieces, basically a card panel, so it would be 5 1/4 by 4, and then I put pictures on both sides of these little mats here. And there's 4 here in this little pocket. This one has a lot of room still left to actually put more, or even like other things in there besides his pictures. So yeah, I arranged the pictures here. I had to cut them down, obviously, to get more pictures in this album. And in some places, I don't have them here in this one, but I actually cut them out. And it came out really nice, especially when it was a cactus that I had cut out, and it was a cactus theme and flower theme paper that I used. It worked really perfectly. So that's what that looks like. Let's go to the next page. So here I just flipped it over, and yeah, again, I just was able to put the photos in here as is. I did trim this one down a little bit because there's a little bit of space that, you know, up here in the photo that didn't really, it was just taking too much room, and I think this was a full 6 by 8. I'm sorry, 6 by 4 photo. So that was great. Let's go to the next page. So I just flipped it over to the next page, and now on this side, again, I was able to use a full 6 by 4 photo. Didn't really cut it down. The same thing with this one. I was able to put 2 pictures on both sides of this. The size of this turquoise piece is like a card panel size. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And then this one I was able to put a smaller sheet of white cardstock on both sides, and I actually journaled on both sides, so it was a nice description of what was going on in the pictures. And again, this one was another full sheet, or full photo, which what I would explain to you. So yeah, I really like how this came out. I love my folio. It's like I said, it's just enough. It's small enough and quick enough where I can put it all together within like an hour's time, and then put my photos in. By the time I print my photos at Walgreens or Walmart or whatever, by the time that's done, my folio is already done, and I can put the photos in. That's why I love it so much. I love making albums, and I love doing it for special occasions like a baby shower, or maybe the baby's first 12 months of life, or maybe a wedding or special like milestone birthday, something like that. Yeah, I'll take the time to do it. And I've done it before, and it takes hours. But something quick for like everyday photos, where I just want to open up and say, hey, look at this, this is cool, this is great. I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'll give you the outro in a second, because there's some things I want to share with you. So what I wanted to share was that I've done maybe, I think, a total of a dozen of these, and I've done maybe, I think it was 12 or 10 of the 6 by 6 folios, and I actually filled it with my photos too. I won't be sharing that today, but what I was thinking, since I'm familiar with the construction of this now, and I've messed up several times, I was thinking, you know, maybe I could actually do something a little bit different, install different ways, and I think I'll try that. After I finish covering these, I will definitely try that. And there's another folio that she has where you put a legal paper in it. I'm going to definitely try that too, and show you the product that I created. All right, thanks. Please like this video. Please find me on Instagram if you haven't found me already. Just check me out at My Little Crafty Secret. Thanks. Until next time.